Hey everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews. Today I certainly do appreciate you stopping by. Guys, today's beer comes from Fuller Smith and Turner PLC. These guys are over in England, United Kingdom. This is their Fuller's 2017 vintage ale, bottle conditioned. It is a 2017 edition. And on the back of the bottle here it says best before the end of 2027. And this is just 2020, so we're well before that date. So 8.5% alcohol by volume. And a little card that comes in the box gives you a lot of information here about the beer and the different batches and everything here. So very nice beer, probably a very pricey beer. This was sent to me by Brandon C. I do appreciate, sorry Brandon, it's taking so long to get to it. I'm getting all these beers out of the closet and the cellaring fridges, and we're about to wrap it up. I think I have one more beer mail package coming, and then guys, you won't see a beer review from me every day. As stuff comes in, I'll review it, and if you notice that there hadn't been one posted, that's the reason why. So it's been a nice long run, almost 10 years of doing beer reviews. So we shall see what shows up at the doorstep to review. And I've about emptied everything out of the closet and the fridges. There's still a few left in there, but we're going to get to those, and we're gonna see what happens and see if the daily beer reviews continue or not. So, let's jump over to Untappd and see if they have anything additional. They say, as the new head brewer, the 2017 edition of Vintage Ale champions a new American hop variety, Denali, used to give the beer a citrusy, pine-like flavor, and a new British malt variety, Laureate. Combined with trusty British hops, Target, and Goldings, our 21st Vintage Ale is a well-rounded and balanced beer with Fuller's yeast added to orange marmalade characters to it. We don't have IBUs. Like I said, 2017 and 8.5 IBUs. So let's see what we got here, guys. Real nice fancy box it comes in, which probably adds to the cost, but you know, it is what it is. And we're going to pour this right down the center here, guys, unless it starts producing a monster head. We almost got it all in there. About a half finger of head on that pour. It is a brownish, murky brown color. Over to the light. Nice looking beer. This is considered an old ale according to Untappd. Good looking beer. To the nose we go. Nice maltiness to it. I'm not getting that big hop presence, although the old ales don't have that. And this being done over in the UK and England, some of those are, especially if they use a European hop, which this one says it's got Denali, but they also are using Target and Goldings, which are, I think Goldings is very typical for European hop. Caramel, toffee. Not getting any alcohol on the nose. It does have a nice sweetness to it. So let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Brandon C. Thank you, sir. Very smooth, very easy drinking. Alcohol is super well hidden, not getting any of that 8.5%. Seems to have sold very well for a 2017. I don't know when in 2017, beginning of the year, middle of the year, end of the year, that they've done this, but a very pleasant beer. Very, very pleasant, very tasty beer. Very smooth beer. And before I go off camera, we're going to swirl it around, get everything out of that bottle, and pour it into the glass here. Nice cascading effect and reinforcing that head up to about a finger of head on that, and looks like we got everything out of there. This is a 500 milliliter, and this is number 131140. So bottle condition, limited edition, very nice packaging. Like I said, comes with a printed up card that tells you about every different year that they've done since 1997. Very impressive, very nice. Tasty beer, guys. We're going to sip on it for a little bit. It's right out of the fridge. Let it warm up to room temperature. We'll come back and we're going to give it a grade. That's what we do. Alright guys, I'm back with about an hour. It's up to room temperature now. Tasty beer. Not world class or outstanding or anything like that, but a decent, well-made beer. The beers that are made across the pond like that, a lot of them are not super impressive to me. Based on what I've reviewed over the years with the big hop aromas and bourbon barrel aging and stuff like that. But for what it is a very tasty, well-made beer. These guys have been doing beers for quite a while, and they make a lot of different styles of beers. They're not cheap to buy over here. May not be where you're at, especially if you're across the pond and buying these beers over there. But they are a little on the pricey side over here. I don't know what Brandon Seed paid for this beer. He did not tell me, but pretty sure it's a pricey beer to buy over here. So, with that being said, it is a tasty beer. Nice caramel toffee notes. Not getting a big hop aroma. A slight hint of maybe a little bit of some citrusy notes, but not a lot. It's very subtle, guys. More into the English style vintage ales. So with that being said, final chug. You still didn't get it out. Very smooth, very easy drinking alcohol, super well hidden. A great example for the style, especially for an English style vintage ale or an English old ale. Very pleasant, very smooth. Guys, to me, I'm going to give this 90, A minus. You say, oh my God, that's the best thing I ever tasted. I would not argue with that, guys. It is pretty tasty beer for the style, especially coming across the pond. A barrel-aged version of this might be a little tastier to me, but for what it is an A beer, A minus for me. Over to Beer Advocate, I say 94, outstanding. I don't think it's quite that good, but like I said, I wouldn't argue if you do. And over to Untapped, they have it at 3.85, which is in their B plus range. I'm in between those, B plus and A minus. So A minus for me, guys. It is a well-made beer, a very well-made beer. I enjoyed this. So Brandon C., thanks for sending it to me. Sorry it took so long to get it reviewed, but we're winding everything down here. So with that being said, if you've had the 2017 Fuller's Vintage Ale, let me know what you think. Till we meet again, let's go see what's in the fridge.